Polar bear versus killer whale. Clash of Arctic titans. The Arctic is a realm of extremes, a frozen expanse where only the toughest creatures can survive. Among its most iconic residents are the polar bear, a symbol of strength and endurance on the ice, and the killer whale, a sleek and intelligent predator of the sea. While these two apex predators rarely meet in the wild due to their differing habitats, the idea of a clash between them captures the imagination. How would the world's largest land carnivore fare against the ocean's most formidable predator? Let's explore the traits, strengths, and strategies of these Arctic titans and imagine what would happen if they ever crossed paths. The polar bear, king of the Arctic ice. The polar bear, Persis maritimus, is perfectly adapted to life on the icy terrain of the Arctic. Weighing up to 1.500 pounds and standing over 10 feet tall when on its hind legs. The polar bear is a powerhouse of strength and endurance. Covered in dense fur and a thick layer of fat, it can withstand freezing temperatures and swim vast distances in search of food. A polar bear's primary diet consists of seals, which it hunts on sea ice. Using its acute sense of smell, it can detect seals beneath several feet of snow and ice. Its massive paws help distribute its weight as it traverses thin ice, and sharp claws enable it to catch slippery prey. Despite its immense size, the polar bear is an agile swimmer, capable of reaching speeds of 6 miles per hour in the water. As a solitary hunter, the polar bear relies on patience, stalking seals near breathing holes for hours. This strategy has made it one of the most efficient predators in the Arctic. However, as climate change reduces the amount of sea ice, polar bears are facing new challenges, including potential interactions with other apex predators like killer whales. The killer whale, apex predator of the ocean. The killer whale, or Orca, is the undisputed ruler of the Arctic waters. These highly intelligent marine mammals weigh up to 12.000 pounds and can reach lengths of 30 feet. Known for their speed and agility, killer whales can swim at speeds of up to 34 miles per hour, making them one of the fastest predators in the ocean. Orcas are pack hunters, operating in pods that use complex strategies to hunt prey. Their diet is incredibly diverse, ranging from fish and squid to seals, sea lions, and even whales. Killer whales use echolocation to locate prey, communicating with each other through clicks and whistles to coordinate attacks. What sets killer whales apart is their intelligence. They exhibit problem-solving skills, adapt their hunting techniques to different environments, and even pass knowledge through generations. This combination of power, speed, and intelligence makes them one of the most successful predators in the world. Habitat overlap. How could they meet? Polar bears and killer whales rarely, if ever, encounter each other in the wild. Polar bears spend most of their lives on the sea ice or along the shoreline, while killer whales remain in the water. However, as climate change melts sea ice, these habitats are beginning to overlap more frequently. For example, polar bears have been observed swimming long distances in open water as they search for stable ice, potentially bringing them into areas frequented by killer whales. Similarly, killer whales are extending their range into previously inaccessible Arctic waters due to the reduction in sea ice. While it's unlikely that these two predators would actively seek each other out, a chance encounter could occur in areas where the ice meets open water. Strengths and weaknesses of each titan. Polar bear strengths. Exceptional strength and powerful claws for gripping and tearing. Thick fur and fat layers for insulation in freezing temperatures. Acute sense of smell to locate prey from great distances. Ability to swim long distances, albeit at slower speeds. Polar bear weaknesses. Limited agility and speed in the water compared to killer whales. Dependence on sea ice for hunting and resting. Vulnerability in open water where escape options are limited. Killer whale strengths. Incredible speed and maneuverability in the water. Complex communication and teamwork within pods. Diverse hunting strategies tailored to different prey. Powerful jaws capable of crushing bones and tearing flesh. Killer whale weaknesses. Dependence on water for mobility, with no ability to operate on land or ice. Risk of injury when attacking large or unpredictable prey. limited success against prey that can escape onto solid ice. A hypothetical clash. Imagine a scenario where a polar bear, exhausted from a long swim, reaches an ice floe that happens to be patrolled by a pod of killer whales. Sensing the bear's presence, the killer whales might circle the floe, testing the bear's movements. The bear, recognizing the danger, would likely avoid entering the water unless absolutely necessary. However, if the ice floe were to break apart or the bear were forced into the water, the killer whales would have the upper hand. Their speed and teamwork would allow them to target the bear from multiple angles, potentially overwhelming it. In contrast, if the bear managed to stay on solid ice, it would have a significant advantage. Killer whales are unable to climb onto ice, and the bear's claws and strength would make it a formidable opponent against any predator attempting to reach it. The outcome of such a clash would depend on the environment. In water, the killer whale's speed, teamwork, and ability to deliver fatal bites would likely prevail. On ice, the polar bear's sheer strength and resilience would give it the edge. Ecological implications of their interactions. Beyond the hypothetical drama of a direct encounter, the overlapping habitats of polar bears and killer whales highlight the profound ecological changes occurring in the Arctic. As sea ice continues to melt, polar bears are losing their hunting grounds, forcing them to swim longer distances and potentially encounter new predators. At the same time, killer whales are becoming more prominent in Arctic ecosystems, preying on species that were previously protected by the ice. This shift is disrupting the delicate balance of the Arctic food web, with ripple effects throughout the ecosystem. Conclusion: the idea of a polar bear and a killer whale clashing is both thrilling and symbolic. These two apex predators represent the resilience and adaptability of life in one of the harshest environments on Earth. While such encounters are rare and hypothetical, they remind us of the intricate connections within ecosystems and the impact of environmental changes on even the most formidable creatures. As we continue to study and protect these Arctic titans, we gain not only a deeper appreciation for their strength and survival skills, but also a greater understanding of our role in preserving the delicate balance of their world. The Arctic is a place of wonder, and the stories of its inhabitants, from polar bears to killer whales, will continue to inspire and captivate us for generations to come. Thank you for joining us on this thrilling journey into the Arctic. If you enjoyed exploring the hypothetical showdown between polar bears and killer whales, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more incredible wildlife stories and epic animal battles. Share your thoughts. Who do you think would win this Arctic clash? Let us know in the comments. And see you next time on Animal Kingdom Showdown.